And welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia, and we're getting into a battle.
Sorry
Last
if I hurt
time,
you.
we got into a Coliseum fight, and fought Flynn, and were tricked by, what was his name, Regaey? Who stole the clear Ciel crystal. So we're going and chasing him down, basically. Off screen I did some rearranging of skills, and also finally remembered to equip Rita's weapon, which we've had for quite some time. The reason is because she finally learned Life Heal and Defend 2, so we could finally equip that. Let's see, skills wise, not a ton really changed. I just want to show my current skill setup, just in case one was wondering. Wow, I do not use Carol much, apparently. Rita, and Judith, and Raven. So yeah, that's what my skills are looking like at the moment, so just in case anyone was curious, because I mentioned I'd be rearranging them last time. You know what, I think I made note of this earlier, but I feel like this is the only game where the D-pad, not the D-pad, the right control stick on the map and the bumpers actually move the camera in the same direction rather than being inverted from each other. That's one thing that really bothers me in old Persona games, is how the camera has to either be inverted on the bumpers or the right analog, and it's like, why? Makes no sense, but that's always something that bothers me about those games. Got a search point, but it doesn't look like there's anything else noteworthy up here. Now, level-wise, I think I'm actually doing okay. I haven't really gone on my way to level grind past, Enemy Hill, believe it or not. That was the last time I actually did a lot of level grinding. And that was because of Gattuso, and also just me being, refusing to lower the difficulty. So, other than that though, I haven't really had any issues with level grinding. I think I did. Yeah, I died to Barbos, but I didn't actually level grind after that. I just kind of went back and actually had a good team arrangement, and that was enough. Basically, I just went in with a team that wasn't healed up, and just, that didn't include Yuri. So, it ended badly, because I feel like Yuri's the best character, from a gameplay standpoint, on the whole. I don't know, maybe not, you know, different strokes, but, yeah, for me personally, I think Yuri's the most playable character, in my opinion.
We're done.
Yeah. Okay, so learn item thrower, so, there are a couple of skills that, I don't know if you noticed, were, incomplete, and that's because I accidentally sold off the weapons. So yeah, that kinda sucks.
I'd heard stories about it, but man, they sure picked a spot for a coliseum.
It's at the tip of the continent of Desier, after all.
Now that you mention it, this continent has a pretty strange shape.
I wonder why it's shaped the way it is.
I'll bet we might figure out why if we walked all the way around it.
That's our map lover, Captain Carol. I don't love maps.
No, don't be shy. It's a wonderful hobby.
Ugh, that doesn't sound like a compliment at all.
I like the delivery of that line, actually. Is there a lot of times in games when characters deliver lines that are supposed to be like incredibly snarky and sarcastic, but you don't really pick up on that? That sounded legitimately sarcastic there. There's a lot of stuff over there, but I have a feeling we're supposed to go into the mountains, if I had to make a wild guess.
No sign of him so far.
Do you think he went this way?
Maybe he used this to get through to the other side of the mountain.
But this cave is the Wizened of Kados! A powerful monster called Terapus lives here. It's supposed to be really dangerous. Or at least that's what Nan told me.
Perhaps he went inside without knowing that.
Wait, please, let me go!
Looks like he was hiding out here hoping we just pass him by.
Well now, let's have a nice, long chat.
What were you trying to gain, setting us up like that back at the Coliseum?
And give back that case!
You leave me no choice.
Leviathan's claw?
Well then, this just got interesting. I mean, I think we pretty much knew they were in cahoots with Leviathan's claw all along, but hey, it's just kind of interesting to note that, we have confirmation of that. But they were definitely up to something. What was it, Ruin's Gate, I think was the name of the other guild? Question is Regaey acting alone, or is he working with people? That's my question. Like, is the entire guild kind of skeezy, or is it just, it's just Regaey? I don't know, I'd prefer if the entire guild wasn't sketchy, because it just would be more interesting if it's sort of factions within factions kind of thing, rather than, oh, the entire thing is evil, the entire thing is nice. I also wonder, these archers are... Okay, what was I saying? I was actually wondering also about the Brave Vesperia, if, that's actually gonna be, that's plain. If there is ever, like, a system a la Assassin's Creed, this is a weird comparison, but...
These guys are all over the place. Guess this means Ruin's Gate and Leviathan's Claw are connected.
So they pretend to help with the excavations, then swipe materials and sell them later, huh? Oh, I'll make them pay, I swear.
How could a guild as famous and renowned as Ruin's Gate do something like that? Judith, wait!
He'll get away if we don't hurry.
Remember what I said? There's a really nasty monster living in there!
Hey, what do you say we call it a day? Old Raven can't afford to get too far from Nordopolica without getting this letter to Bellius. The Don'll hit me with another one of his thankless jobs otherwise.
Well, I'm going after him. I can't let somebody like that just do whatever with the Blastia he takes from the ruins. Then I'm gonna get that case back, too. I'm going too. What are you talking about? You're staying put here. I'm not.
Huh. This doesn't sound like something Brave Vesperia can very well pass up.
Yeah. It's our job to protect Estelle.
If we all go together, we're bound to come up with something.
Sure you'll be all right without the Great Raven?
I think so. Good luck delivering the letter.
Jeez, aren't you even gonna try to stop me from leaving?
Huh, so he's actually still in the party. Interesting. So, heal up. And what was I gonna say? I was actually wondering about Brave Vesperia, if it ever actually does expand into like a big guild, and if you actually can like do things. But I have a feeling that's not gonna be the case, but you know, like going out and solving side quests. But I don't think this game would do that. Again, if it were in Assassin's Creed, they would definitely do that, but this is not an Assassin's Creed. Oh yeah, by the way, I was just thinking about the fact that by the time this video goes up, Origins will be like a month away. I don't know how to feel about that game, to be honest. Out of October releases, I'd be much more interested in Mario & Luigi, to be honest. And also, was Return of Samus September or October? This is being recorded months in advance, so that's why I'm talking about this in future tense, in case you were wondering. Attack resistant attribute. Okay, so I was using a bad attack. What is this? Seal bottle. I've actually not looked at what these do. Oh, cures sealed arts and sealed skills. So basically, mute from other RPGs.
I'm gonna do it!
Basically, that's actually really cool in my opinion. How mute always worked in all RPGs is that there's sort of an implication of whether or not you can hear them or not. You can actually, you know, assume they're casting something, and thus, if they are muted, they can't actually cast anything because they can't speak. So, just one of those weird little small details of what I thought was interesting in RPGs, which also makes me wonder why Tales seems to be like the only RPG that actually seems to have incantations for their actual magic. Because that kind of defeats the purpose of it in other RPGs where you don't actually have them say anything, like Final Fantasy. So weak to fire. These things have a lot of elemental weaknesses, I've noticed. Destruction field is fire element, so let's go with that. Yep, that did a lot of damage.
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
Alright!
Hey, that kind of hurt.
Okay, so there's a down path and an up path, and instinct tells me to take the down path. I don't know why, because it just, you can see the other upper path going upwards through the level, or along through the level, so instinct is that maybe it's better to go not that way, because there might be something else hidden in this cavern. And because the treasure chest became visible as I started going down this path. That's also a reason, and I really wish I didn't buy a Mighty Guard, or actually no, I bought a Battle Guard, so this actually works out. Or yeah, actually this does work out, I only bought one. So who can I equip to? Only Estelice or Raven, which is a little bit weird. Normally, armor is not handled this way. I feel like most RPGs break armor down to gender a lot of times, but this one actually breaks down more the character type, which I actually find interesting. Got bear, not weak to anything, so just use this. That's my favorite art so far, because it just staggers most enemies, so it just feels like the most effective.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
Oh, I feel so powerful!
One thing I wish this game would do that it doesn't is actually say what level ups actually do. Because they don't actually tell you anything about actually what they accomplish. So aerial force, increased damage by 1.2 times. Able to perform base arts in mid-air. I'm actually trying to assign some arts because it occurred to me we have a lot of bats in this cave. So maybe it'd be a good idea to be able to actually hit these guys. So now I have to make room for other stuff though, is the problem. Spear Master. What other weapons does she even have? Because we've only seen spears. To my knowledge, unless something doesn't count as a spear, even though I think it's a spear, technically. That's like, okay, need 2 more. Sure, resist, and then do that. And again, it's just in case I get another weapon. I like to equip skills. That's a big enemy. Let's go up. I like to equip skills even if they're on the weapon, just as a precaution, because my memory sucks. Wow, camera. The camera was not being super cooperative there. Okay, I'm curious of something. Curiosity getting better than me once again.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
But yeah, I like to equip weapons even if they're already on as a skill, just so I don't forget later to equip it. Now, I don't know if there's a pattern if like fire is good against bug types, to use Pokemon terminology, but it feels like it, so let's use fire on these things. It's kind of interesting how much influence Pokemon seems to have on games, because it does feel generally like some of the basic elemental affinities in Pokemon seem to carry over. So I hasn't learned EXP share. I got 2 bows lined up. Maybe we should put Raven back in the party just because he's got a lot of skills in the pipeline. Actually no, that's right. And like that. So I have a feeling this enemy is significant because he's like really big and seemingly not attached to anything important. So that means I'm gonna at least attempt.
I'll make this quick.
Keyword attempt. Fight this thing. I have a feeling it's gonna backfire and end really badly. Just a hunch. But hey, if it doesn't end badly, then we should get good experience for it, potentially. I might want to use an orange shell before fighting the big thing, by the way. Also, the guy at the guild, Kozakura? Was that his name? Hello. That'll come in handy.
Ooh, that's nice.
So, Resurrection. I am totally down with that. Because, again, I don't particularly care for using items whenever possible. I try to avoid it. So if I can just use Resurrection, that'd be really nice. We're getting boss music. This is definitely no regular monster. Sometimes it's better to run when it gets too much. I at least want to use a magic lens on this. Level 34, Hermit Drill. Weak to water. You know what? We're running. We are getting out of here. How do we run? How do you run? I was thinking I think in one of the games you just run to the outer edges of the arena, but that apparently is not the case. So that's tough. And it's gardening stuff.
Why do you run away, Yuri?
The way that fight was going, we would have been eaten in no time.
Although we could have ripped our way out from inside its stomach.
This woman's crazy.
I don't know. I think Judith could pull it off. And that scares me.
Did you really want to fight that monster so badly, Judith?
It's not that I wanted to fight it. I just don't like leaving things half done.
This was a strategic retreat. Come on, it would have been bad if we'd actually been eaten.
Yeah. But we should come back here again.
Yeah, if we feel like it.
Now my question is that specific dialogue for one of the special monsters, or is that just anytime you run after Judith joins the party? Who can say, but I have a feeling we are not meant to deal with that quite yet. So we're gonna come back and do that later. I don't know if any of the monsters are missable, which is actually a really good question. Because if there are special monsters, I remember seeing an achievement about special monsters. I should actually check if any are missable.
Nothing personal.
I have an idea.
Luna Rise. All of her attacks are like moon themed, so I wonder if there's something about the Cradians that's like tied to the moon. Because there seems to be kind of a moon theme based on, you know, story of Brave Vesperia. What was the child of the moon? So yeah, there's definitely some sort of thematic tie.
The sign of victory.
Okay. We should hit level 30 before too long with Yuri. Which is good. Carol's got dragging behind. Did he actually have EXP share? He does not. That would actually explain why he's falling behind on levels. Yeah, let's equip that. Question is, how do we get him to learn EXP share? Because he is falling behind everyone else. He's gonna gain a level up next time. He's not falling behind that badly. Actually, I should check to see if Rapide and Rita have that equipped. Occasionally increases the amount of gold. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so she does have EXP share. Got a save point. That's not ominous. And again, it's not a case of, oh, there's a save point, there's probably a boss, but sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Like, there really wasn't a boss at Atherum theorem. I'm still not entirely sure how to say
Yeah, I
that,
guess
but
we'll
the
fight.
point still stands. There wasn't really a clear, like, this is a boss. We just fought a bunch of the regular enemies, and that was it. So
Are you going a little overboard on the arts?
yeah, it is a little bit odd how this game is structured sometimes. Was the flash from the bear or for the other thing? I think it was for this. So let's use a red attack on him and hope for the best. Don't use it. Again, if you can just not use the items you do, or in battle, then you actually do gain more grades. So I'm gonna try to hold off for now and just give an orange shell later. Strategy.
That's over.
I wonder how much grade we have. Is there a way to check grade before the end of the game? Because I'm fairly certain when you beat the game, obviously they tell you how much grade you have, but I don't actually know if there's another way to actually see grade. Aquamarine. Why do I have a feeling this is a bad sign? Increases water resistance. Again, I'm trying to remember if that gives you water element or not. Or if that's another game in the series. Because I could have sworn one of them actually... Wait, it does not. Okay. Because it didn't list it in attack. So yeah. Hello. That sounds like a good deal. Actually, that's not a good idea. So, occasionally for 3% of max HP. So, like, I'm trying to do math. 0.3 times this would be a lot, actually. I'm trying to actually do math, but I'm pretty sure that 0.3 of, like, any of these characters' health would actually be a fair amount. So I'm actually just weighing the odds of, like, well, who has the most health, stuff like that. Yeah, apparently like 0.3 or like 3%. Wait, 3%. Okay, that's a fair amount of HP, I think. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll think about it. Might be a good idea during certain fights, but not for now, I don't think. Again, I tried calculating it, I think I did it wrong. I think I had to do, like, to pick a number and multiply it by 0.03. I think I multiplied by 0.3, so the number's off. So, like, for a character with 1500 HP, I think 3% of that would be, according to this, 45 HP? Though that doesn't sound right to me. Again, I just multiplied, so I'm not sure if I did that right. So, moving on. One thing I wanted to address was the fact that apparently, we also... Wait, what am I trying to say? Apparently people actually divide this game into 3 parts. So, I don't know what part we're on. I think I addressed this before, but yeah, I don't know what part we're on. I'm guessing this is part 2, because we reached, Desier. And we kind of resolved the initial thing with, Help!
Air? This is just like at Cave Mock. Is there an air grenade here too?
What do we do?
Charge right in.
I don't think so.
Judith is right. Touching air that thick is dangerous.
I can't believe that something like that would save me.
Wait!
Ah! It looks like we'll have to keep our distance.
What's this shaking?
Is that the monster you were talking about, Carol?
No! I've never seen a monster like that before!
It ate the air? Ah! I can't move. Oh no.
This is not good.
Hey, I can move.
You're not getting away again.
Rita, be careful! Don't worry, it's not harmful at its current density.
What the hell just happened?
The monster we just saw somehow normalized the air Regaey that was out of control. But that would mean that it can control the air. Could it be the same thing that guy did with his sword back in Cave Mock?
Can we pass through it? Rita!
Oh, right. It should be okay.
What's the matter?
I have to figure this out. I mean, this is what I'm traveling for.
Come on, Rita.
I know. We have to follow him, but I just...
That air Regaey isn't exactly going anywhere, is it?
Of course not, you idiot. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, let's go.
All right. Carol, are you okay?
Yeah, peachy. No, really, I'm fine.
That monster's power, was that the Rhizomata Formula 2? Monster that consumes air?
Just what was that creature?
It did seem different from other monsters somehow.
Yeah, that's for sure. It also looked like it was staring at us.
Maybe it was wondering which of us to eat first.
It looked into my eyes for quite a long time, actually. How nice for you. He must have thought you looked the tastiest. I don't think I'd call that nice.
So, I was actually thinking that might have some connection to Pharaoh, personally. But,
Don't get sloppy!
that's just complete speculation on my part. Now, do these count as flying enemies? Because then Judith would be the best character to have out in the party. But I actually don't know if that counts as flying, even though they're technically flying. Yes, I know I'm using weird semantics about video games. But, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if these count, because they're not that high up off the ground. What Pokemon is it that's like
That's over.
hovering, but actually doesn't count as flying? Because I'm pretty sure there's Pokemon like that. But I don't know which one. And it looks like we got a lot more to go with this area. Kato, the wasteland of Kados, however it's pronounced. So I think this is a good place to end off. We even have a save point. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Tales of Vesperia.